Am I the a-hole for telling my husband that I never considered having kids with him? I'm a 36F, married to a 42M. I have 2 kids, 11, 13 from a previous marriage, and he has 2 kids as well from his previous marriage. They are 15, 17. For context, I'm from a Middle Eastern country, and he is Western, and we live in my home country. My kids live with us while his kids live with their mom. We bring them over twice a year to visit, and he travels frequently to see them. My husband loves me so much and I feel the same about him, but when we were discussing marriage, I explained boundaries I thought acceptable regarding the kids. I made sure he understands that I don't want to parent his kids, and I don't want him to parent mine. We didn't have any issues with this other than few remarks here and there about how our parenting style is different. Recently I started having some health issues, and my physician told me that I need to get off Provera injection. I sat my husband down to discuss options, and I asked him how he would feel about having a vasectomy. He was surprised when I said that because according to him that means we won't ever have kids. I actually laughed because I thought he was joking until I realized he was serious, and that's when I told him that I never considered having kids with him. We never talked about kids. We are not exactly in our 20s, we both have kids, and most importantly I don't see us agreeing on anything when it comes to raising kids. My husband is very hurt saying that despite never discussing kids, he still didn't assume the kids are off the table for us. I honestly feel somehow gaslighted here because I remember multiple times when we were discussing our kids that we joked about how crazy some people are for being willing to do it all over again when their kids are teenagers. So am I the a-hole for telling my husband that? Edit. I see a lot of replies commenting on my use of the word gaslighting. To clarify this and to clarify why I always assumed that we were on the same page. It did come up multiple times during conversations we had about our kids that we both think it is crazy of people who have kids clearly out of infant stage to go back and repeat the whole process while they have to take care of kids who are teenagers with a complete different set of problems. So for me to find out that he is surprised to find out that I never intended on having babies feels manipulative. Final edit. I have seen a lot of assumptions in the replies that are basically judging me to be the a-hole for assuming my husband's views on the matter of kids align with my views that I think I made clear multiple times. It wasn't haha moments, it was stating it's crazy to have babies when your life is at a completely different stage, and he shared my same opinion. To clarify the wrong assumptions. I don't believe the sole purpose of marriage is to have kids together, so I don't view childless couples as just people sleeping together. I didn't try to force any procedure on him, I wanted to discuss possible options. I didn't marry him for financial or social security. We do have financial security, and my kids are solely being taken care of by their own father, including the house we live in. Although it did belong to their father, he insisted that it was passed on to me just to make sure that his kids live in a house provided by him and not me. I care for my husband's kids, and saying that I didn't want to parent his kids or him parenting mine is based on my personal opinion that each kid has only one set of parents, that no one else should have a saying in their parenting. It doesn't mean that my kids don't respect him or consider him as a responsible adult, it just means that when it comes to decision regarding them, it's just me and their father. And as for his kids, they are amazing kids that love their father greatly, and I have a very good friendly relationship with them, maybe because I didn't assume an authoritative role to them. Having different parenting view doesn't mean I disrespect his, it just means different. Example, he believes that kids should earn stuff, not just being handed to them. Kids should be on their own at a certain age. I don't do this with my kids, this is not how we do it here. My kids will always be my responsibility, there is no cutoff age where I'm no longer responsible for them.